Good afternoon, this is Colton with Build Brothers Roofing and Solar doing a digital inspection here for a potential home buyer on a property in Poway. First thing we like to do on these inspections is inspect the eaves of the house. We can see we have the fascia board, we actually have a drip edge right there, and then the rafters coming out and the starter board underneath. There is some potential wood concern. I did see some on the roof, but that just happens with an older home over the years. So this home was built in 1980. I'm assuming there was one roofing job or one re-roof done between that and today. I'm guessing the roof is about at the 20-25 year mark. Reason being is this drip edge is actually significant and shows that it was installed. Basically, this drip edge is required by building code within the last 25 years. So we can tell that when this was installed, this was part of building code. This is a metal flashing that keeps water off the shadow board underneath. And then we can see the underlayment under that, and then the actual concrete tile. This roof is a flat concrete tile. Tiles are in very good condition. They continue to get harder as they get older. They get baked in the sun. It's a very close interlocking between them too. There's only about maybe 2 cracked tiles on this roof. So yeah, the tiles themselves are in great condition. The only worry on a house that's at the 25-30 year mark is the underlayment. Reason being is the underlayment, the felt underlayment they used, is a 15-20 year product, right? And so once it starts getting that 25 year mark, it starts to degrade, and tiles themselves aren't completely waterproof. So if it were to degrade and water get underneath the concrete tiles, then there's potential for leaks. A homeowner informed me that there's only one active leak she's ever had on this home. It's a very simple roof, so I definitely can't believe that. And it's over by a skylight over on the master bedroom, we'll point out. Ridge caps are all in good shape. What I like to do is pull up a tile on a couple different roof planes just to see what the condition of the underlayment is. This was one of the only cracked tiles on the roof, but so I pulled up this tile right here, and we can see that what used to be black tar, basically felt underlayment, is now brown, dirty, showing signs of degradation, but not in bad condition. These tiles cinch so close together that they keep the underlayment intact for a very long period of time. Penetrations here, we can see a dormer vent. This is for attic ventilation. Exhaust vent for maybe a furnace or something like that. We also see skylights. This flat section right here is most likely an addition to the house. Reason being is I can see new tiles that were placed right here. And this torch down was this roofing material is in great shape. It's relatively new. We can see good bleed out on this right here. So that they installed this correctly. You always want to see about an inch of bleed out on the seams. So it's in good condition. I wouldn't recommend anything to the flat section. It's definitely got life left in it. Sensitive areas on these roofs are always going to be chimneys, because a lot of water can get trapped when it's coming down in these junctions right here. And so there was obviously some tender care done over the years. They put mastic right there, kind of made sure that was cinched correctly. Another section that I pulled up a tile was going to be right here in the front of the house, just so we could get a look at the underlayment on the front. We can see an overlap of where they overlap here. The condition of it is fairly brittle. It is kind of degrading right in my hands here. So it's definitely at that 25-30 year mark. In a roofing project on a roof like this, we would reuse the tile because it's in great condition, and would just redo all the paper underneath with fresh paper. Is it recommended? I mean, I definitely see this roof having some longevity in it with how closely interlaced it is. But that is something to think about, is the health of the underlayment underneath. These valleys are perfect. We like to see 2 to 4 inches of space in between those right there. Solar tubes are very sensitive areas. They tend to leak pretty quickly within the first 10 years of installation. So what the homeowner did was probably maintenance over the years by putting mastic around these. It cracks over time, so it's important to keep replacing mastic to make sure that it doesn't separate, because we do see leaks that happen in these junctions right here. We can see a little bit different variation in tile color right here. What does that show us? This is where a repair was done. This is where the leak happened in the master bathroom. Skylights are very sensitive areas, so I'm assuming they lifted up the tiles right here, repaired the paper and wood underneath, and that's, you know, basically a standard repair for you know, a house leak like that. Something that did catch my eye was this piece of fascia over here. It's definitely showing signs of wood rot. The paint kind of hides it really good, but when it starts to crack like this, it actually can move in my hand. I could probably break it off with my hand if I wanted to, but something in a roof project like we would do, a lift and reset, redoing the paper underneath, all the damaged wood would be replaced. This roof, you know, as far as tile condition, is in great condition. It was installed correctly. The concern is just basically the underlayment underneath. You know, that's definitely something to keep in mind for the next couple of years, because you know, the underlayment's a 15-20 year product. It's probably getting towards the end of its life expectancy. I assume that it made it this far just because of how closely interlaced these tiles are. But yeah, I'll provide this to the potential buyer, and we'll see go from there.